I think you're seeing what's going to happen, which is we first have the rise of populism. And, populist figures can be shocking, but they're a natural first step in fixing the system. Donald Trump, Boris Johnson, the head of Brazil, all these people, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, they're all the same. And I know that can offend people, but they actually are all the same. They're all basically there because they sit on top of a pulpit of power given to them by broad swaths of people who are completely and utterly frustrated and disenfranchised. Because in the last 10 years, this sense of building inequity has been exacerbated. But then what happens is you pick your poison. And what I mean by that is, look at what happened in Virginia. Virginia went completely Democratic, from the governor, state senate, legislature. They will do whatever they think is right. There will be other states that have been completely Republican for years. There are others that are a mixture. And you'll have basically laws that effectively reflect that. I mean, what's interesting is that, the United States, we didn't know this until social media, but truly the United States are 50 different little countries, kind of all patchwork together. Like, people in California probably hated people in Mississippi forever. It's just now on Twitter, you're forced to interact and you realize, why you hate each other so much. So but you just didn't have to deal with it before. Now you have to deal with it. And so I think what happens is you have these populist figures that catalyze the fact that change is important. The pendulum swings back and forth because you don't know which one to pick. Populist right, populist left. We will probably have a change in government at the federal level. It probably will be a populist left candidate. They will probably get one piece of legislation passed, which has been the norm since Obama. You get one thing done, and in the next 4 to 8 years, you just kind of sit around twiddling your thumbs pretending. And eventually, you will have a candidate that organizes a better perspective worldview that gets Democrats and Republicans to vote a moderated form of action because it's in their political best interest. We haven't found that candidate yet. We don't have that yet on either side. And so we're going to go through this violent back and forth until we find that person. That'll take another probably 2 election cycles. But it will get changed. Legislation will be the way that it happens. Taxes for the rich are going up. Regulation for the tech companies is coming. There will be the opportunity to define ambitious goals for the human race and decide to work towards it. And the question is now, will we have the resolve, and will it happen before the frustration erupts in violence? And what you see in Hong Kong is that they couldn't get the equation balanced fast enough. And that should really be a canary in a coal mine for something that's much more important, which is, wow, we have a short fuse on this. We have a 5 to 10 year window to fix this.